One day, you are going to die. Not as something to fear, not as something to avoid thinking about, but as a simple truth that exists for every human being. You already know this, but you don't live like you know it. You wake up, go through your day, stay busy, handle responsibilities, deal with people, think about problems, plan for the future, and somehow, life just keeps moving. Not fast enough to alarm you, but not slow enough for you to truly notice. Days pass, then weeks, then years, and you keep telling yourself the same thing. I'll figure things out later. I'll start living properly later. I'll do what really matters when the time is right. But what if the time never feels right? What if life continues exactly like this? One day blending into the next, until you suddenly realize that a large part of it has already passed. This is not about something dramatic happening. This is about something much quieter. You are being alive, but not fully present in your own life. And if your time is limited, then the real question is not when it will end, but how you are living it right now. The problem is not death. The problem is that you are not truly living before it arrives. You are physically here, your body is active, your mind is constantly engaged, but most of your life is spent reacting instead of experiencing. You are doing things because you have to, because it is expected, because it feels safe, not because you are consciously choosing them. Over time, this becomes your normal. You stop questioning your direction, you stop paying attention to what actually matters to you, and you begin to confuse movement with meaning. Being busy feels like progress, but it is not the same as being alive. You can fill every hour of your day and still feel empty, because fullness does not come from activity, it comes from involvement. And involvement is missing when you are always distracted, always thinking about what's next, always waiting for a better moment. You postpone what matters, not because you don't care, but because you assume you have time. But time is not something you control. It is simply something that is passing. Whether you are aware of it or not, it moves forward. And if you do not bring attention to how you are living, then even a long life can feel shallow. Because depth is not created by years, it is created by presence. If you are not fully here, then no matter how much time you have, it will not feel like enough. When you truly understand that your time is limited, not as a concept, but as a reality, something inside you begins to shift. The things that once felt important start to lose their weight. The stress, the opinions, the constant need to prove something, it all becomes less significant. And what becomes clear is something very simple. You are here for a short time, and how you experience that time is entirely in your hands. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. You don't need to run away from responsibilities or become someone else. You just need to start living with awareness. Start paying attention to what you are doing, how you are thinking, how you are experiencing each moment. Because life is not something waiting for you in the future, it is only happening now. And if you miss this moment, you are missing your life. Not because something is wrong, but because you are not involved enough to experience it fully. So, instead of asking how much time you have left, ask yourself something more honest. Are you actually living, or are you just passing time? And if this made you pause even for a moment, don't ignore it like you usually do. Take a second and be honest with yourself. What is one thing you have been postponing that truly matters to you? Just one. You don't need to explain it to anyone, just acknowledge it. Because awareness is the first step to change. And if you want more reminders like this, not noise, not empty motivation, but something that brings you back to what is real, stay with win. Because sometimes all you need is one moment of clarity before too much of your life passes unnoticed.